What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in the last episode of Band of Brothers, we left off with seeing Easy Company pretty much get their first victory in the war, for them at least, as we pretty much saw they overtook one of the fortress areas that were being held up by the Germans and stuff, and now we pretty much see the end results of Easy Company's victory. As you know, for starters, obviously, they took a good bit of hits and losses on their side, but for the most part, I'd say it was actually a really good success for their first assignment, considering they didn't really have too many of their guys get taken out outside. I forgot what that guy's name was, but besides like the one who got blown away when he entered the bunker. But other than that, yeah, we're about to get ready to jump right on into episode 3, and this one is called Carentan. So let's jump right on into this episode, and away we go.
I never thought I'd get through D-Day, let alone the next phase or the next phase. I thought I was going to get killed instantly.
I thought quick death, or I'd come through probably without a scratch.
I think
That's true.
there's people that can handle fear. I think I was probably one of them. I think I was just as I could think.
It's a feeling you would not let yourself down, and you would not let your comrades or your unit down.
To know that you try to handle your fear and work to accomplish what you're supposed to be doing.
I won't lie to you. I think this is my favorite part about these episodes, getting to see the actual veterans themselves talk about their experience before we actually get into the episode. It gives us a sense of what they truly felt in those moments as they were going through all of this.
I've been trying to find Easy.
Join the club. Got any souvenirs to trade?
Huh?
They're all ticking.
Boys, discipline from here on. No talking, no smoking, and no playing grab fanny with the man in front of you, lads.
So where are we headed to, Lieutenant? Huh?
We're taking Carentan.
That sounds...
Carentan, name of the episode. All the destruction. Then you still hear the gunfire in the background.
Well, there's one less to worry about.
Yeah. That's Edelweiss. That only grows in the Alps above the tree line, which means it's supposed to be the mark of a true soldier.
Go. Let's go first. Let's go.
All right, let's get it. Round 2. Oh, man. They're getting taken down right off the door. Oh, man. Is he still alive? So far, we are suffering heavy losses on our side because the Germans are ruling this one so far.
Okay, I'm out.
I about to say, take him out. Like, don't even give him a chance. Scared nerves kicking in. Damn. Yeah, and then there's also civilians still being in the area and stuff. Oh no, you got to shoot them. No, real talk though, was that a thing? That like, even if they weren't soldiers, would they still off them or whatever, or did they let them go? Like, how does that work? Oh my God, his leg. Ooh. Oh. Oh, and he's still alive too. God. I like that little detail because that fire was so close, it kind of muffled up their ears and stuff. So now they're showing it from their perspective that they can't hear them too good.
Smokey, the window!
Yeah, they're taking way more casualties in this one than the last mission. Woo! Got him on the run now. Got him in the open field. That's good. Get more opportunities and stuff to actually see what you're firing at instead of having to duck and cover through buildings and stuff.
What's wrong with Blythe?
Shell shock.
Nothing. Except he can't see.
What happened?
I don't know, sir. It just kind of went black on me.
You can't see?
I can't see.
That is not good.
Easy, Blythe. I'm gonna get you out of here. Get you back to England.
I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
You can see?
I don't know what happened. I think I'm okay.
Under guard and all. He breaks out a pack of smokes, passes them out, and gives them a light. Then, all of a sudden, he swings up his Thompson and...
Dang, that was a good sound effect.
We're the fifth of 9 companies of this regiment.
You're the standard.
To item. Think of it.
See there? You see that?
Woo! I about to say, no way you can be in that open field and not be fired at. Ah. That's probably the best spot to be with that little hill area. You can kind of duck down some.
Called it hysterical blindness. Thank you, sir.
Not much of a limp.
I'll survive.
How is it?
Hurts.
Man, imagine getting shot in your leg, even though it wasn't the worst it could have been, and you still got to get right back out there and fight. Like, and just bandage it on up and you're good to go.
We're all scared. You hid in that ditch because you think there's still hope. The only hope you have is to accept the fact that you're already dead. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll be able to function as a soldier's supposed to function. Without remorse. All war depends upon it.
Seems like he's basically just trying to tell him, you know, you're in a war zone, so you either got to accept it and just keep pushing on because there's nothing else you can do at that point.
Let's make him holler.
It's 9:30 in the evening back home. Must be.
Oh, shoot. Right back at it. Break time's over. Right back at it.
Tell him to hold him. Check on the line. position, over. Go, lock and load!
Oh, God.
Come on, move it, hurry! What is the silhouette? To your left! Keep going, keep going! Keep it up! Superiority! Gardner, keep him pinned down! Keep firing! Sergeant Traverse, cover the crest of that hill!
Ah, shoot. He's in that hole. Someone up there? What is that a tank? I think this one is a loss right here. I don't know.
Who gave that order? God damn it.
Yeah. You gotta move, Blythe. Can't stay there. Scary stuff, no doubt about it, but man, you gotta move. Shoot. Gave him a little motivation at least. Man, I tell you one thing, Winters is that dude because I cannot see Sobel doing this. Now I really truly see the difference in the two because one feels like a natural born leader and a motivator, whereas the other one, while he was good at training them and getting them ready, he just didn't feel like the type, oh God, he just didn't feel like the type to go head first into the fray and motivate his men the right way.
Come on! You're gonna get me killed, Lieutenant!
I'm about to say, you better hurry your butt up, loading that thing. Maybe take out the tire or something. I feel like that's what you should really aim at. You know, if you take out the tire and, oh, that thing's pointing. Oh, they gone. Okay, they still there. It must have missed them somewhat. Ugh. Ooh, right in the knee, too. Oh, my God. Woo! He got nicked in the shoulder. Not shoulder, his forearm. Oh, he got hit in the back.
What was that?
That our guys? Let's go!
Second armored.
Ah, the cavalry has arrived. Woohoo! Man, they were getting their butts whooped too. They came right on time because they were getting their butts whooped.
Let's go! Pour it on him!
Now that confidence is coming back up. The morale is up there now. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, man. That has to be one of the worst ways. That has to be one of the worst ways to get off. Like, man.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, you okay? Looks like you fellas had a heck of a fight.
Oh yeah, earlier in the episode they were talking about how some of those soldiers get like those flowers and put them on them and stuff. Oh, God. The thing is, right when he starts finally getting a little bit brave, he gets got.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Take it easy, wife. Take it easy. Come on, Dylan. Come on.
Should have saw it coming. They started giving him a little bit more shine in the episode.
Sniper. All right, Blau, I got you. Nice and easy, nice and easy.
They're pulling us
Now, the bandage on my bag.
to a field camp north of Utah Beach. Hot food
Got soap on this?
and showers.
All right.
I want to say it's survivable just because it looked like it sort of grazed him in that area, but even still, could be fatal if you lose enough blood, especially if it hits an artery.
Blood shed in the service of your country, it is my honor to present you with the Order of the Purple Heart. Yeah.
So he survived? Okay, now that's someone different. Okay, that's Blab right there, I believe. It looks like he survived.
How many is that, man? 3?
You have no shame.
So I guess basically it means if you're too injured to continue, then you're pretty much done. Like you can't fight no more. So you got to go to the hospital and then you get sent back home. At least that's what I'm thinking. It looks like he'll survive though. But man, right when he started getting some courage in him and stuff, that's when he gets got. Having a little too much fun right there. About to get ran over.
The night was filled with dark and cold. When Sergeant Talbot pulled on his poncho and headed out to check the lines dressed like a crowd. Time to take your turn out on the line.
You guys talking out some poetry stuff.
So very weary, cracked an eye all
Probably the most entertainment you can get during this time.
It's me, cried Tab. Don't do it. And yet, Smith charged Toot Sweet with bayonet. He lunged, he thrust both high and low, and skewered the boy from Kokomo.
Heading back to back.
Couple of announcements, men. First, listen up. First, the training exercise scheduled for 2200 has been canceled.
Secondly, all passes are hereby revoked. We're heading back to France. So pack up all your gear. You will not be returning to England, boys. Anyone who has not made out a will, go to the supply office.
You ain't done yet. Still got more work to do.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, Private?
Yes, ma'am.
Lieutenant Meon's one of yours, isn't he?
I think he was the one that got exploded, wasn't he?
I'll take it.
You couldn't be a dear help me with a few others, could you? Let's see. Moya, Loza, Gray.
Feels like
Miller.
a lot of them didn't make it, and now he's realizing that he's lost a good lot of people he was pretty close to.
Blythe.
Yeah, lie. They lost 65 men. Oh, shoot. So he passed from it then. Man. Okay, that's the end of the episode. I got to tell you one thing, man. This episode was an absolute, it was another great episode. Like, this series has yet to disappoint me in any sort of way, form, or fashion. Just in general, we pretty much see now more casualties of this war as, like, obviously the company, Easy Company is the one that we're following the most, but we also get perspectives of others that were in different companies and stuff because, they all got split up during their jumps and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much the cost of war is really high, and we see that firsthand. Basically, obviously with Bly, we had a lot of focus on him in this, and they show him towards the end of the episode. You're thinking, okay, well, maybe it grazed him and it didn't really hurt him too bad. But as we see, he passed on. So yeah, and right when he started getting more courage in him and stuff, it's the moment when he finally decides to want to fight is when it finally does him in. And hey, I already said this, but Winters is absolutely the best choice at being a leader for his company and stuff because, as I said before, with Sobel, he was the tough guy, in terms of the training and all that stuff, but out in the actual field, he was pretty incompetent to some degrees. Now, I'm not sure if he was like that in real life or if they just did that for the dramaticness for the show, but either which way it goes, it pretty much shows a compare and contrast between him and Winters. Winters is just a natural born leader and commander. He knows how to motivate his men and get the best out of them. Whereas Sobel felt like the guy who could train them hard and get them physically ready for the battlefield and stuff. And yeah, like I said, it looked like it was almost the end for everyone until, like, the tanks and reinforcements came in and stuff. But yeah, like I said, war itself, it costs a lot of lives, and anyone practically knows it, but it's not until you actually see and hear about it that you start to understand, man, this was a brutal battle and stuff. And man, let me tell you something, when I saw that guy's leg get blown off, that absolutely put me in a shock right there, because I'm like, oh my God, like, you're forever going to either have to be on crutches or have a peg leg at that point, because there's no coming back from it at that point. Yeah, you might can live through it, but it's the fact that you lost a body part because of all this and stuff. But yeah, like I said, this is another great episode. They've all been fantastic. I see why this show is ranked literally as the number 4 of 250 TV shows on IMDb, because it brings more than just the story of all these real life veterans who served in the war, but it also brings the emotional weight and also the true tragicness that goes into everything that they suffered and went through during this. But yeah, with that being said, this is another great episode. So I'll make sure to come back on here for the next one. I'm definitely coming back for the next one because this is too good of a TV show to stop watching. But with that being said, make sure that you like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.